Hey guys, what's up? It is Spurley, and this is Heat Exhaustion Commentary number one of number one. Out of one. Okay, so I really don't have heat exhaustion. It's just really hot in the upper level of my house, and I'm tired of it. So I'm gonna call it heat exhaustion. But I definitely don't have heat exhaustion. So if you're like concerned for some reason, don't even be concerned in the first place. You don't even know me. But yeah. But like heat exhaustion is kind of a serious thing, but not a huge thing. Anyway, sorry it's been a long time. Not really a long time, but in comparison to the other Homefront videos, it's been a bit of a while, if on the uploads. But to make up for it, this is going to be a long one. This is ground control. And I tried to upload another commentary earlier, but my computer, not my computer, but I don't know, maybe my computer has this thing against me every once in a while. I think it's like if I say a certain word or a phrase, then it decides to not upload, like to like not upload that video. Like it'll start uploading, and then my internet will get really slow, and it says it's going to take about 200 minutes to upload, and then my internet just goes off, and for like a day or two it'll just be off. And so because of that, I really haven't played video games in a while. Honestly, I wasn't going to, even if my internet was super awesome, just because, you know, you really can only play video games and enjoy playing when you actually want to play them. I think if you kind of just get on and force yourself to play, or just get on and play because you're bored, you're not gonna have fun. And you know, it's not gonna ruin a game for you, but you're not gonna want to jump on the game the next time that you kind of want to feel that you want to play video games. So, but I have been watching a lot of Netflix. Like it says, I'm on my PS3 like all the time, and I definitely am on the PS3. But I'm not playing games. I'm just watching Netflix. I've watched like the first 2.5 seasons of Weeds. And Weeds is actually like a really, really, really good show. I mean, it's not because it's about a girl like a mom in the middle of this like rich California neighborhood that, you know, is a drug dealer, but it's like actually like interesting, and it's like some parts of it are funny, and like it's not like all of it. Like it is about the drugs. It is technically about the drugs, but like it's not like a bunch of stoners and they're always stoned all the time, and they made a TV show about it. It's actually like really good, and I don't know, it's a Showtime thing. So if you don't have Showtime, just go on Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix and you have a game console, you should really consider getting Netflix, because Netflix is only like $8.99 a month, and you get as many DVDs as you can, you know, as the postal service can send to you and send back to Netflix, and you can watch, and as many as you can stream. So that's actually pretty awesome. Netflix is definitely one of the best $8.99 a month I've ever spent. But so back to the heat exhaustion thing. Like I have a mouse, but they're really not supposed to be in heat for a long period of time, because you know it's possible that because they don't sweat, they could just, you know, they would literally have heat exhaustion and they would just pass out and die. And so to avoid this happening, the only place I could move them was into the garage. But I kind of feel bad because I just moved a mouse cage into a garage. But I think it's better than the mouse being upstairs in the heat, because it is 80 plus degrees upstairs. And I think I'm gonna go sleep out on the couch, because in like my bedroom, it's super hot, and I think that might be the computer, the TV, and the PlayStation. But yeah, I have like a ceiling fan, and I always got that thing going. But I also have like one of those fans that like they stand upright, and they like turn, and they like are a fan. I don't know, they're weird. They're like thin and tall, but you know, if you have one of those, or you know what I'm talking about, you know that they kind of do work. So I'm gonna go to the couch, point that at me, and keep that ceiling fan on too, and hopefully it'll start to cool off. Like I've opened windows and stuff, but that just doesn't do it. It's still like it dropped 1 degree, and then I was like, okay, cool, and opened a little bit more, and then it went back up 3. So I was like, yay, 82 degrees. But so basically, I think that might be all on the topic of heat and heat in the house. And I think I've said all I wanted to say about Netflix and movies. So let's go through the book of ideas. Book of ideas. Book of all things YouTube that is sitting in front of me. Let's see, talk about that. Okay, here's some commentary ideas. I don't like carry this notebook around all the time and just write things down like in the middle of like school that I want for like to talk about in a commentary. I kind of just, if it comes to me and I'm chilling, I will go put it down on the list of something to talk about if I don't have something to talk about. So right now I've ran out of things to talk about. We are like 6 minutes in. It's a 13-minute gameplay. So let's talk about. I've done a lot about professional life and jobs, surprisingly. I'm not going to talk about that because that was the one that made my computer hate me. Looks like we could talk about girls, drugs and drinking, and places to live. I put drugs and drinking in there because it was kind of associated to rap music. Because rap music is what motivates the children to be bad and evil and kill people. It's a terrible thing, this rapo music. But I'm kidding. I like rap music. But I don't know which one to talk about. Let's talk about places to live. I lived in Chicago for a long time, and that became that moment, not moment, but that living there for like 11 years kind of made me like not being necessarily around people as in like hanging out with people, but in the general area, because otherwise I just feel like I'm really, really weird and get like all like self-conscious and stuff. And so I liked being in like a big city area because I could like just look out a window and just see a bunch of people, and I don't think I'm like alone. And if that makes any sense, that's weird. I can now afford a helicopter, so yeah, for sure I'm gonna go in that Apache. Why not? And so here I discovered the Apache and how cool it was. I mean, it's not like a chopper gunner from any Call of Duty series, because you don't get like those squares on your screen. You don't get the squares on your screen, but you don't get like those diamond. I guess they're diamonds. You don't get the diamonds on your screen. You just have people running around, but they don't have the green name over their head. So that's kind of who you shoot at. And it also isn't like the whore out kill streak that is in other games. I mean, I really didn't get that many kills with it, to be honest. I definitely didn't make up what it was worth in battle points. Could it be that I'm just not good at it? It could definitely be that I'm just not good at it. But for sure, it's a whole different thing. I mean, I'm sure you kind of just have to be at the right place at the right time, because it's basically being in a gunship minus the rectangles. But it is like a one-shot kill. There's some white phosphorus going down, and us losing the second round. So now we gotta make up some time here, because we've fallen back. And I think it's really cool that on ground control they worked 2 maps into one. And here's me not being able to find anyone, so I just decided to try to shoot at this tank, and I don't think I destroyed it. But I think that flying a helicopter in war would be one of the most terrifying things ever. Like, I think being in a war is just not something for me. I'm definitely not one of those ROTC soldier kids. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you would want to go, kill people and have a large possibility of being killed yourself. It just doesn't make sense to me. If you do, I don't have anything against you. I'm just saying, for me, that makes 0 sense. I can't think of like a situation that would make me want to join the army, or but I tend to stay away from like talking about religion and politics, and like even drugs a little bit, because people are going to have different views. No one's going to have the same 110% view as you, and religion and politics tend to just yield arguments. And I mean, I don't really think my subscriber base is just gonna start yelling at everyone. I mean, I just don't like see that happening anytime. But you know, is it possible? You know, whatever. Yeah, it is. But what was I talking about? Places to live. Yeah. So that's basically all about Chicago. And then somewhere that I would want to live is Vegas. Not because of like strip clubs and gambling, but because it's just like I remember one time like I was on a family vacation and we drove into Vegas, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen was just, you know, going like in the car, and then we're coming up this hill on the highway, and we get to the top of that, like this little hill, and you just see lights. Like you can you can see them coming up when you're coming up that like hill on the highway going into Vegas, but you can't really like see any buildings. But then you get to the top of it, and it's just miles in the desert of a bunch of lights, and it's really cool. That's also another thing I really like about cities. It's just the buildings and the lights and the people that you encounter in there. But I knew people that lived in Vegas, and you know, I'm sure it's just like living anywhere else. I mean, it's not like you're going to the casino all the time. I mean, it's you live there. I mean, it's not like you do that thing. It's not like you do what like tourists do every day. So, you know, that being said, I still think it would be cool to live in Vegas, because it's not like you could definitely go gamble on the weekends, or just like after work someday, just go gambling. That would be really cool. I just got blown up by something, a UAV plane. But so living in Vegas, I think, would be something that would be actually really cool. But at this point in my life, I don't think I could live there. Also, New York City. Like, I've been there and I've lived with siblings, not like lived like for a long period of time, like literally like 2 days. Like, basically, okay, I stayed with siblings that lived in New York, and I liked it. I mean, it was definitely a cool thing, just being able to like walk around and like go to like a store on like the corner and like pick up some like a bottle of water or something, and then just go back to your like apartment. I don't know why I keep saying like. Sorry, I'm like sorry. But it was really cool just being, you know, having everything around you, and having it in walking distance, and the style of, I wouldn't say like the style of living, but like the apartments, I think are a lot cooler than, you know, most cities. I shouldn't say a lot cooler, but I should definitely say unique. They're way more unique than any other city, but you know, that's what makes a city a city. Part of it's being unique. But thanks for watching. But you know, if you enjoyed it, good for you, because that's like a quarter of the goal. But if you would like to see Black Ops gameplay, let me know, because I have some Black Ops gameplay, and I don't know if you guys are still wanting to watch Homefront or not. But if you want to watch some Black Ops, hit me up in the comments about Black Ops. If you also, one person said they wanted the Sony Vegas tutorial. If you still want that, I got some pretty good advice. But anyway, thanks for watching this far in the black screen. See ya.